it like rocket fuel.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with an ass back.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready! Watch it, watch the run,
This is Darrell Henderson, the rookie third-rounder. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 23-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Newton. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Browns.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check, crunch.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Right to the 3. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Kareem Martin able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Go out.
3rd and long. It's Newton. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Set, ready? 8-3. Switch. Get it.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the 1st.
Let's go. 30 base.
Mike's 56.
Yeah. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Defense.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Locke, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go, time to go.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Newton. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Fournette, a first down carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 2nd and 9, Newton, wide open receiver, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
We'll try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready? 50. 50's a mine. 50's a mine.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Let's go.
They'll run with Fournette. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Man, this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Browns 7, 49ers 3.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Locke to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Locke going to try and throw on third down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing on third down, Newton. And able to find Green. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
And the Browns first down.
Fournette. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. A shotgun give to Fournette, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing is Newton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. The 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Locke. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing his Lock on third down. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. From midfield, here's Locke. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Down. 10-2 soft. Check 56. Man, I got you. Kill.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Browns' 17-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Hey, Charlie. 56, Mike, 56. Big triple.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton. Flush to his right. He finds an opening past the 40. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
What do you need? Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check it out, Reed. Hey! Hayward.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
To try again after the sack. Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Come on, Philly. First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Fournette. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Right there in the middle, 55. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And McManus able to put it through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a give to Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Got an open man. It's Ratley. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Good job.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Clock now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready, ready. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Together, defense, let's get it together. My 15.
From the gun, it's Locke. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you